Okay, good morning everyone. This video is about the SmarterHash pools, and actually the information you find here uh, is in use on any pool that uses the MPOS product, and that's what we use. So let's get started. I'm in the golden coin pool, and I'll start by clicking on the statistics. First of all, by clicking on pool and scrolling down, there's some important information here that comes in very handy all the time. The first thing is that you'll see that on average, this coin is generating a block every 6 minutes and 7 seconds. Now this will vary. Sometimes it'll go faster, sometimes it'll go slower. It really depends on the coin, right? But you can use this as kind of a benchmark for something that we'll do later on. Right? Now, based on the hashing power that's in the pool right now, on average, it will take 49 minutes and 30 seconds for this pool to find a block. In addition, it shows how much time has elapsed since we found our last block. Now, it's not uncommon to see a much higher number down here than what you find right here, because finding blocks is literally based on luck. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you're not lucky, but over time you wind up getting your fair share. That's just how it works. I have been mining this coin sometimes with my hash, and one day last week I actually went 5 hours without finding a block, and then in the next 3 hours I found 8 blocks. So it all works out, and I'll show you where you can find some statistics on the luck of the pool, because that's also presented here. But remember this number, 6 minutes and 7 seconds, because we're going to come back to that. We're going to use that. That's number one. Of course, you'll see up on the screen here, it tells you who is mining in the pool. Sometimes it'll say anonymous. If people want to remain anonymous, they can. Right? Clicking down on blocks. The chart looks really pretty, but I don't really put much weight in the chart. The chart, and below, it will tell me how many blocks I found. Now, what's important and interesting is that over here on the right, in the last hour, it says that my percentage, my luck, has been 31%. So I'm really down right now. You know, anytime I look at this, I really hope to see like 100%, because this tells me that right now I've only gotten 31% of the blocks that I should get if all things were fair. But if I look below that, in the prior 24 hours, my luck has been 104%. So I'm way ahead. Over the past 7 days, 170%. And since the pool started, since it came into existence, the pool luck, we've gotten 111% of the blocks that we were entitled to. Now, when I say entitled, you know, entitled basically means if I have 550 megahash in this pool, and the pool or the network hash for the coin is 4923, let's drag my little calculator in here and just type in, well, now it's jumped up to 677, but that's okay. 677 divided by 4923 equals 13.75%, right? So technically, I should be entitled, if all things were fair, and I found my blocks like I should, that I would get 13.75% of the blocks being generated. But like I said, it all boils down to luck. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. Right? But the bottom line is, if I go back to statistics here and I look at the blocks, I see that so far over the past 24 hours, I'm at 104%. So I'm not going to complain, right? The round information, it's interesting, but really I put very little weight in the round information. And in case you don't know what a round is, when you find a block, a round is over, and the shares that are accumulated in that round dictate how the block is divided up. So let me see if I can find another pool where maybe we've got a couple of people in there mining. I'll take a quick peek at WorldCoin. There's nobody mining WorldCoin right now, but basically what a round is a round begins after a block is found, and shares are submitted by the people in the pool, and at the end of the round, those shares are used to calculate the percentage of how many of the coins that the block gets. Let's say, let's go back to NLG. Let's go back to Golden Coin. And just taking a quick peek at blocks. Golden Coin, I already know, gives you 1,000 coins in every block. So if there were two people in the pool and both of us had exactly 500 megahash, then both of us would be entitled, and we both submitted the exact same number of shares, we would divide these 1,000 coins equally. Now, an important piece of information about the SmarterHash pools, and not all pools are configured this way. When you participate in a pool and you submit shares in that pool, let's go over to Litecoin, for instance, because I see people come in and out of Litecoin often, and I'll go down to statistics. Nobody's in here, but right now, in the contributor shares, there are a number of shares. So the next time somebody gets in this pool and starts mining, their shares will be added to this list. And if they find a block, let's say I jump in here and I find a block in the next 5 minutes and I've only contributed 500 shares, well, the people that had already contributed shares and have left are going to get a much larger percentage of that block. Because when I talk about not wasting hash, is that if you jump in a pool and you contribute shares and somebody else comes along and finds a block later, well, they get a share of that block because they have contributed to help finding that block, right? Whether they were there or not, they contributed, and the same goes for you, right? So I think it's the most fair way to make sure that people get something for their hashing power. Basically, it's kind of like you don't have to be present to win, but you bought your ticket, you submitted your shares, and the next time somebody finds a block, you're going to get a percentage of that block based on what you contributed. Now, I want to go back to Golden Coin again, right? Because I'm mining it and there's some information out there that I want to share with you. All right, let's go to the dashboard, and you'll see right now that I have 13,248 unconfirmed coins, and I get asked all the time, well, how long does it take to get my coins confirmed? And my answer to you is it varies from coin to coin. But first of all, for most coins, and I say most, the number of confirmations required is 120. Some coins require more. For instance, Bitcoin Fast requires 180 confirmations. WorldCoin, or I'm sorry, not WorldCoin, but NovaCoin has over 500 confirmations. So I say on the SmarterHash screen that you're going to have to wait 7 days to get your coins, and that's because They have over 500 confirmations, and NovaCoin doesn't generate blocks very quickly. And the math is pretty simple. If I jump in here to the NovaCoin pool, and I click on the statistics screen, you will see that NovaCoin only generates a block about once every 9.5 minutes. I forget what their advertised spec is. It might be 9-10 minutes, right? But if you take, let's just say it's 10 minutes, right? And let's drag this back off the screen. I forget exactly what their requirements are, but it will say it right here. 520 confirmations, right? So the math is pretty simple. So I'm going to show you right now how you can calculate how long it will take you to get your coins confirmed so that you can remove them from the pool. So first of all, let's pull that screen back up and take a look at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Remember, 9 minutes and 30 seconds and 520 confirmations. So drag my calculator back on here. Let's clear it. 9 times 60 plus 30. Let's try that again. It's 570 seconds per block, right? That's how long it takes NovaCoin to generate a block, 570 seconds. Now, they require 520 confirmations. So if I take 570 times 520, 296,400 seconds. All right. So let's turn that into minutes. So if I divide that by 60, I get 4920 minutes divided by 60 again will give me hours. 82 hours, all right, divided by 24, all right, 3.43 days. So that is how long it will take you to get your coins confirmed if you mine in the NovaCoin pool, right? But let's go back to NLG, which I'm mining right now. And we'll do the same mathematical exercise there. So let's just take a look at blocks. 120 blocks. 5 minutes, 56 seconds. Let's just say 6 minutes, right? So I'm going to drag my calculator in and do some basic math here. I'm going to round it off to 6 minutes times 120 confirms. So 6 minutes is 360 seconds times 120 is 43,200 seconds divided by 60 is 720 minutes divided by 60 again is 12 hours. So mining golden coin from the time you are in a round that finds a block until your coins get confirmed is going to be 12 hours, right? So now you know how to calculate. And of course, as every block rolls by, as a new block is generated, older coins or older blocks are confirmed. So that is why the coins show up in your wallet gradually. You know, it's not one big fell swoop where a bunch of blocks get confirmed. Blocks get confirmed one at a time. So that's a little overview of how the pools work and how you can calculate how long it's going to take for you to get your coins, because I get asked this question a lot. But the information that you need to do the calculations is basically right here. I hope this has helped you out. It's something it took me a little while to understand when I first started mining, but as they say, knowledge is power. So hopefully now you feel more empowered. Thank you very much.